Hernandez Govan, count 2. We, the jury, find the defendant Hernandez Govan not guilty in count 2 of the indictment.
A not guilty verdict is powerful. Legally, that means the state did not prove its case beyond a reasonable doubt. And nobody should pretend that a jury verdict doesn't matter. But being found not guilty don't mean the world forgets what you were accused of. It don't mean the city moves on like nothing never happened. And it definitely don't mean you get to walk around like some untouchable street figure when your name was attached to one of the most painful cases Memphis has ever seen. That is where maturity should have kicked in. A grown man with any sense would have said, I beat the case, I'm going home, and I'm not giving the police, the streets, or the internet any reason to put my name in nothing. Instead, we start seeing Govan back in the mix, still moving like a local legend who thinks the consequences are for other people. And that's how you turn a second chance into a warning sign. Because when the public sees you survive a case that big and then you still end up in drama, people stop looking at you like a man who learned something. They start looking at you like a man who thinks he can't be touched. And life has a way of humbling people who think that way. I'm not celebrating nobody getting hands put on them. I'm not here to glorify violence. And I'm not going to sit here and act like a public ambush is some kind of honorable moment. But I am going to say this. When you walk around with a name that heavy in the city, you can't be surprised when the energy around you is heavy too. Young Dolph was not just a rapper to people. He was family, he was a boss, he was a symbol, and he was a man a lot of people still feel was taken from the city in a way he didn't deserve. So even after an acquittal, Govan's name still comes with emotion attached to it.
Govan isn't free anymore after a federal magistrate ordered him held in custody, believing him to be a real danger to his ex-girlfriend, who had Memphis police and the National Guard protecting her home and her child. The feds say he threatened to shoot up her home because she owed him $540, calling and texting saying, "The National Guard can watch your house all day. I don't give an expletive about no police, National Guard, or nothing." The criminal complaint said Govan also threatened to post explicit photos of her on social media, all the threats made on the same day.
One of the things that we were looking at in the bond hearing was whether or not alcohol was involved, and that as the day went on, he lost more control over his decision making.
When you get a second chance, you do not play with communications, threats, women, social media, or anything that can be screenshotted and put in a case file. You go home and you become boring on purpose. You let people wonder where you are instead of giving them reasons to report you. But some men get older and never get wiser.